Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at Chapter 5, Crisis. So far I've enjoyed putting these together for you guys. Adding the little sound effects has been fun. Even if sometimes I can't find the best. I work with what I have. But either way, this has been a hoot. And we're getting a little close to the end of Chapter 1. There are only 2 volumes of this, or to the end of Volume 1, I mean. There are only 2 volumes, so I think this might overlap with the release of Metroid Prime 4 if we're not careful, if we don't get through this in time, but I'm thinking we'll get through this in enough time. I don't think it's going to overshoot the release of Prime 4. I think we'll be good. But let's go! Chapter 5. And the ship descends. I think that's what's happening. What am I looking at here exactly?
We've prepared the defense shield. Act according to plan. Power down the micro black hole.
Oh, right, that's what that was. That is so weird. They have that kind of technology? My goodness.
At this rate, the planet will be swallowed. Once we're done with the business, quickly move on to the next attack. Yes, sir.
After setting back my plans, it looks like they studied our last raid and strengthened their shields.
But in the end, it's just an eggshell. You geezers.
I guess egg shield. Same thing as eggshell.
Now, this time, I will have my fill.
You really are a monster, aren't you, Ridley? Planet Yigrad. We'll begin the interrogation, and we don't know your name, so starting now, you're P1. Nice. So we say, but this guy hasn't said a word since we called him. Can he even talk?
Huh?
Well, he looks unfortunate. Hey now.
Hey now, shouldn't I be getting a little more respect? This is the first time you've been able to interrogate a living space pirate. So shouldn't this be on a bigger scale?
What's with him? Hey, you! Amos? What's your objective? We are all humanoids, but the plundering and massacring of a Federation planet exceeds the level of mere thievery. What in the world did you hope to accomplish?
Hey. You think we're the same humanoids? How naive. Do you have any idea how many humanoid species live in your precious Federation? What? Take, for example, that guy. You are discriminating against an inferior species. It was only recently that the Federation has agreed to include you, right?
Ugh! Hey, wait a sec, Mock.
And you, with the pointy ears. You were held responsible for the Spice Wars. Even now, your species faces unjust oppression. Right?
What does that have to do with this? No, what's your point?
In other words, despite all professions of...
Hold on. In other words, despite all professions of wanting cooperate. It's written weird, but I think I get what he means.
In other words, despite all professions of wanting cooperation and freedom, in truth, the Federation is a puppet controlled by the most elite species. Doesn't it just mean everything else is just a smorgasbord? It just means that we space pirates are the same breed as everyone else.
Don't fuck around. Don't lump us together with you. You slaughter honorable people like those from Samus's planet. Colony K2L. We are not like you. Wow. Dropping an F-bomb in there. I don't know that that was in the original. I don't, I'll allow it. I don't think that was in the original. Miss, there were survivors from the planet? Not only could they not protect their precious resources, but they couldn't even protect themselves. You're part of that good-for-nothing lot. Oh wait, I guess that's still the space pirate talking.
Miss, there were survivors from that planet. Not only could they not protect their precious resources, but they couldn't even protect themselves. You're part of that, good-for-nothing lot?
Try saying that again.
You don't know. Those aren't my words. That's what the Federation said. Right. Oh, great one.
Huh? Wait, is that about... You are avoiding the subject. What we want to hear about now is your objective. Lately, your operations are too lax, just like an animal marking its territory. It's like you're trying to get our attention. What are you hiding? Huh? General Adam? Do you mean?
They were diversions. You're a decoy! Things like you've caught on. I thought I'd get more fun out of you. I wanted to go on chatting with that idiot, but, well, whatever. That's right, you guys aren't the hunters. You're just the prey that jumped at the lure without realizing it was a simple trap.
Hey, wait! What? Then just what were you after? What are you doing while we're here? General Adam! Zebus was... That's right, I heard it. We received an emergency signal. There's no response at all right now. This is not good. It's the same as Samus's planet. Zebus inhabitants. They'll be slaughtered. No. Zebus. That's ridiculous. I'm going to check it out. Wait, Samus. I was raised there. Please leave this to me. I know Zebus better than anyone else. There must be some misunderstanding. You're foolish if you're going to act just on your own. What are you saying, Zebus? Everyone's still alive. We don't have a moment to lose. The one who can help them the quickest is me. I can quickly. It's too late. The army is already deployed. We can't let the space pirates snatch the Chozo civilization. Until now, we've not known where they were, but the Federation saw the chance that they could be there. With their dignity at stake, the diplomats will surely make a massive strike very soon. It's no longer part of our job. But they can't just torch the planet without looking for survivors first. do we got going on here? Chip. Oh, she knows what she's doing. You're following your personal emotions and abandoning your duty? Don't try and stop me. I'm going to Zebus. You have 48 hours. Huh? The army will foray in 48 hours. Federation time. That is all. Reds? Mock? What are you two doing? What? I'll be inconvenienced if you are alone and something happened. Don't worry about it. We're here to help. In any case, aren't we all the same breed? What are you saying? If you do this, you'll both be... You know, I've said it before. Don't leave me out. And I don't hate this kind of stuff. Rats. Now, in any case, we're running out of time. Let's go! To Zebus! Or Zebes, depending on personal preference of pronunciation for that planet. Funny, I definitely don't remember these two being part of the original mission. But what do I know? All right, short and sweet today. Chapter 5 was a quick one, but they have a mission. They definitely touched on some things. Sometimes people do call for some of these you know, series to get a little more in-depth, like dealing with the Federation and dealing with allowing different species in there and getting into a little bit of racism there. That's something that they don't really touch on in the games because they need it to be kind of accessible to as many people as possible. They don't want to go down that road, and I get that. Which is why looking at things like this, you have more freedom, and things like this, you can kind of expand. It's like when Star Wars wrapped up the original trilogy in the 80s, there was a series of novels that kept coming out decade after decade, and they've gone back and retconned all of those so they could make a new set of movies, but for the longest it kept expanding the universe. I've never read them, I know about them. But things like this allow you to dig deeper, and even if this is not considered canon anymore, which I don't think it is, it's still nice to take a look at. It's something that I had thought about doing way back 8 years ago. Even when we were sitting there playing Zero Mission, I thought one day I do want to sit down and take a look at these, so I'm glad I'm finally getting around to it. Took me nearly a decade, but I got around to it.